Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunbil Shadow. Apologies again about the premature ending of the last episode. We are back now at the 1st of January, the last autosave. So before we fought the Sunni uprising, before we fought the Umayyad army here. So let's see, we're about to engage in battle with them again. Let's probably go up to speed 5 until we get back to approximately where we were. We'll probably make the frame rate super gross and disgusting, but that's okay. We'll deal with it for the moment. That's the Sunni uprising dealt with. We need to execute this man. Then we want to raise the additional troops here. And if things happen as they did before, the You go this way, please. The Umayyads will attempt to attack my army in Bost, which they are doing. And they are going to actually catch them, so we'll have to disband them again. And this time they changed their mind and decided to stay in Kalat, so that's fine. We can direct all of our troops to Bost then, I suppose. I guess we can do things a little more correctly this time. Okay, that's the Seljuks war over with against that single county guy. We can do things more correctly and not send a little army to Bost ahead of our main army and get it killed. So they are going to get there before us, presumably, yeah. Which is fine, we outnumber them more than 2 to 1, so... And our vassal satrap is having a bit of a revolt there. Which is fine. We're going to get there on the 21st. We are going to catch him. Not too surprisingly, the Persian populace in Mandesh have embraced Afghan culture. Civilized peasants. Now let's actually take a look at the cultural map. So we are Afghan culture, of course, and I guess the fairly small area of Afghan culture that we have been giving out land to rulers of our culture, though, so we are seeing some conversions in some of the areas we've conquered. And that one was in our domain, which is why we were getting a message about it. Anyway, let's see how this battle goes the second time around. And you have raised some revolt risk there, that's fine. Yeah, it went pretty well this time too. And you have succeeded in converting the province that you were in, so let's give him another job to do. You still have plenty of provinces that need conversion. Alright, so the army is headed to here. I guess we can just probably receive them with these 1700 troops. Is in the mountains. We do actually have more on the way, so with their reduced morale, I think we'll be fine there. Meanwhile, we'll head to this county with our main army, siege it back. And I think we can probably go back to speed 4 now. Have a slightly better frame rate. Oh, a Shia uprising. Okay. Down here. Another 3,000 troops from the Umayyads on the way up here as well. Oh, we raised some troops over here in our newly acquired land. Let's just disband them for the moment. And there's a tiny army from the Aghlabid Empire, which looks larger than it is because it's stacked on top of a neutral force there. We could assault this back, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Oh, and we actually lost this battle here, even though we were defending in the mountains. Okay. Also lost a siege to the... what is this? Jain uprising. I think this might be the first Jain uprising and the first Shia uprising we had. They've all been Hindu and Buddhist and Sunni up until now. So we want to be a little bit careful about this army, since this 3,000 from the Umayyads could catch it. These ones are headed to here for now. If we can come around here and join up with the rest of our troops here, that would be good. Have to keep an eye on where they're going, though. We also have an army up here, of course. See if we can rendezvous them with the rest of our troops as well. Right, so looks like we're going to have to divert this army. They aren't going to catch us there. Neither is that army. We'll see if we can make it around this way. Seems like we're going to be just fine, and we are about to finish this siege. Hey, gets us right back up to 48%. And I think we'll just go straight to Zaranj and try and attack this army. This one is heading into reinforce and will get there before us, but even attacking 4,000 I think we'll be fine. And we'll send these in to reinforce. Be there only a few days later. Okay, we have another county converted. And another. Alright, so that battle was no problem. We will follow the army again to here. And then we'll go and take care of our two religious uprisings. This one first, I guess, since they could have reinforcements join them at any moment, since they've been rebelling against me for a while at this point. And meanwhile we'll continue to get ticking war score in the Umayyad War. I suppose we have to keep an eye on our land over here now. Make sure they're not sieging it, but they are not, at least for the moment. Though of somewhat dubious provenance, the chief of Shirvan has presented me with evidence that this chief is plotting treason against me. We don't need to worry about him. Even when the defending against infidels bonus wears off, he'll probably still be happy enough. A new satrap, Kerman, who is a weak 2-year-old who is happy with me for the moment at least. We are going to catch this army here. It's desert. I think we're probably crossing a river, but that's okay. We weren't even crossing a river. So we'll follow one more time. We'll hopefully end it for us. And then we can head over here to deal with the Shia uprising. Not before they finish the siege, though, of course. Alright, our son and our heir is of age, so obviously we should try to educate him ourselves. Let's see, at this point our wife is 47, so we're not going to be having any more children. That's fine, we still have the Great Pox, and still haven't died of it, but we probably will. I think once we get past 50 we have probably a greater chance of dying. Revolt against our satrap here. But that's his problem, not mine. Using your foot as leverage, you pull your sword out of the dead corpse of the last foeman to fall by your hand in the battle. I guess we had a tiny battle with a little Umayyad army in here. All around you, the men are cheering as the routing enemy soldiers flee in wild panic. Victory has been achieved in large part thanks to your heroic efforts. Gain 100 prestige. My heroic efforts and outnumbering the enemy about 100 to 1, if not more. But mostly my heroic efforts, I agree. So we should get here before they take a second holding. And I have to imagine the Umayyads aren't sending too many more troops over, if any. They only have about 6,000 left. So I think we're pretty much in the clear on this war, which is good. It'll be another 700 or so gold, down to 548. Still pretty good. Actually, speaking of gold, we are pretty rich right now, so we can afford to spend some on some upgrades. The barracks upgrade increases our heavy infantry, which of course we have a bonus to thanks to our religion, but it is pretty expensive. I think we'll focus on the less upgraded holdings. We'll get the cheaper barracks, which don't give us as much of an increase in our heavy infantry, but are significantly cheaper. I think we'll go to level 3 as well. Of course, if we have castle towns available to upgrade, we'll prioritize those. And here I guess we'll just build the training ground. Still leaves us with a decently sized treasury in case of emergencies. The main one I'm worried about at the moment being an attack from the Seljuks, which is pretty likely, I think. Still have their 11,000 Events 1 troops, but our total levy is larger this time, so in the next war against them, I think we shouldn't have too much trouble winning. Third time's the charm. You have increased this satrap's opinion. I guess that doesn't really matter too much. We'll see how they actually feel about us once we're out of this uprising war, because we still have the defending versus infidels bonus. We'll move our Chancellor elsewhere. Grand Vizier is doing a superb job. I'm having trouble with a town and a castle in Hormuz, and I shall of course send my Grand Vizier to try and increase the relation between them and us, but which one should I start with? I will go for the castle here, since we won't have the plus 75 for too much longer. This leader of a revolt has provided me with proof that this Sun Guardian has been slandering me. We are not going to do anything about that. Keep your gossip to yourself, please. We did not catch them in there. Let's hope we can catch them here. Mountains, but we outnumber them 2 to 1, so we should be okay. Of course, if we're not going to catch them there, maybe we can chase them all the way to Khuzestan. Fight them in the desert, which would be preferable. seems like they're not inclined to move out of here, so we are going to fight them in the mountains. Should be okay, though. Ooh, and an Umayyad army. Okay, we can fight them as well. We'll take care of the religious uprising first, though. Follow it over here. We won. We'll execute the ringleader. And let's see. We headed to Shiraz. Are you seriously attacking me with 3,000, well, 4,000 men? Apparently he is. Well, feel free, I guess. This should get us a decent amount of war score. Probably not to 100, but we'll speed things up a bit. A noble has distinguished himself in this battle. Perhaps I can make use of him. So Feridun appears at our court. Check him out. Doesn't seem that distinguished. And we'll follow and wipe out the remains of this army. And at this point we can probably just disband our troops and ride the ticking war score to victory. See what prisoners we can ransom, assuming we're not getting a war score for any of them. We are not. That was release. Let's actually ransom. And these other three, who apparently have been prisoners for years and we haven't been able to ransom them, we will just have judged by Zun. Means we are going to throw them into a pit in the middle of the desert. That will be exposed to Zun for days. And we'll see what happens. Apparently I missed upgrading my actual capital holding here. I guess we'll do the training grounds there as well. May as well upgrade everything. Especially since we're about to get some free money from the Umayyads. Okay. Seljuks doing things. And a castle finished construction in Khiva, apparently. Okay. We get extra levy reinforcements, that's fine. My vassal here is providing me with proof that this chief has been slandering me. Well, he's quite happy with me. So we'll keep it to ourselves. We do still have the defending versus infidels, but even without that, I think he's pretty positive. Okay, so I'm getting notifications about the Seljuks building cities. Castles. Some free technology, and we have a daughter who needs educating. So, I still don't know which of our vassals we actually need to improve opinion with, because they all have their opinions sort of artificially inflated right now, but I guess we'll just give her to somebody at random. And we're at 100%, so we can enforce our demands here. Gain some gold, moral authority, and I guess we could take the opportunity to declare our own holy war against the Umayyads. Unfortunately, we can only take one of these counties since they're in different duchies. Or we could proactively declare war on the Seljuks, since I think we'll be able to take them pretty easily. They have 21,000 to our 25,000 almost. and especially if we were to raise our Holy Order, we would outnumber them pretty handily. But we'll decide in the next episode, because we're out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.